Welcome to the Buccaneers Observer. This is Ralph Phillips. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Was that a beatdown or what? If we are not in the national conversation as, oof, man, we're contenders. If we can play like that for the next 3 games, for next 7 games, nobody can beat us. Holy smoly. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting us to win, for one, and I definitely wasn't expecting us to just beat the living mess out of the Chargers. We bullied them for a team that is physical. And that's the thing. We knew they were going to be physical. They knew they were going to be physical. And we went in their house and bloodied their lip. What's up, Rampage? Yes, MK. I think all the fire bolt. Well, we still got 3 weeks left. Anything can happen. But I don't at this. Here's the thing though. Liam is fantastic. And he is definitely going to get looks for head coaching positions. No question about it. I mean, he is, the way he's righted this ship in so many different ways. We'll talk about that in a little bit. What's up, Rashad? We whooped him. We whooped them. Curb stomped them. Bloodied their mouth. Elbowed them in the face. It was embarrassing for the Chargers. But Liam is going to be hunted for a head coaching position. There's no doubt about that. And the ownership is going to have to make a decision, man. I mean, we can't lose him. We cannot lose him. And I think they will go for him over Todd Bowles. That's my thinking. We can't lose Cone. Can't do it. What he has done has been almost miraculous. We'll talk about that in a second. MH, what's up, brother? Oh, man. Yeah, we didn't see the punter at all. One of the few games where we've never punted the ball. Division games left. MH, you picked the Buccaneers to win. Only 2 people picked the Buccaneers to win. Let me see. Who was the other person? I actually need to go through and make sure I've got everybody's thing. I was getting messages and stuff. But it was you and... You and Gotti. Gotti picked 27-24. And you picked what, 23-24 or 24-23? So I think Gotti got it. My goodness, didn't nobody predict that? Nobody predicted we were going to go in there and beat them 40-17. I mean, it was one of the most dominating performances I've seen in a long time. Well, since week 5 against the Saints. 51 points. Man, I tell you, the first half of that game was great. I mean, if you like football, that was great. Just taking it, removing the whole biasness being a Bucs fan. It was actually pretty bad for a Bucs fan, but that was good football. And they were giving us a fight. They looked like they were probably going to win it. And then we came out in that third quarter. We just beat the mess out of them, man. I don't know who said what in the locker room or what happened, but man, those guys came out playing hard. They were pushing and shoving and getting up in guys' faces. I saw Baker Mayfield when he ran one time and he got tackled. He tried to cleat a guy. He kicked his foot out trying to cleat him when he was getting up. I was like, man, we're trying to hurt people. Blues Miller, what is up? Yeah, Liam for head coach, man. I think it's going to happen. Unless Liam is smart and he goes, no, I'm going to stay here with the Buccaneers for another year as offensive coordinator, and then I'll take over for Bowles. Those are the only two scenarios I see. Either he's going to say, no, I'm staying here and tell everybody I don't want a head coaching job just yet, which would be the smart thing to do. I ain't gonna lie. But, we are going to have to make a decision because they're coming after him for a head coaching job. No question about it. What he's done with this offense has been incredible. Incredible. Do y'all guys remember? I looked this up. We went 25 games without an opening drive touchdown. Y'all remember that? 25 games until this year, week 5 against the Saints. 51 points. Week 5 against the Saints. That was the first time we did it. Okay. And since then, we did it week 5, week 6, week 7, week 12, week 14, and week 15. We've just been getting the ball, going down the field and scoring touchdowns. Do y'all remember when we were bottom of the league in rushing? Y'all remember that? How long ago was that? That was, last year and the year before and the year before. This year, we are killing it in rushing. We probably got the best, maybe not the best, but close to the best rushing attack in the league. Our offensive line is playing lights out, especially in the run game. In the run game, they're playing lights out. So are our tight ends and our wide receivers. And the blocking is just great. I tell you, man, I really like Liam Cohen. I love what he does. I love his play calling. I was over the screen passes. We've been watching 5 years of screen passes, and I was like, I'm done with it, man. Please just get us somebody who doesn't throw screen passes. Cone comes in, he's throwing these screen passes. They're looking good. They're neat. He's got a twist in every single one of them. And they're working. They're working. He does everything. He's done everything. And the only thing, like I said, Fort Verts is really, Air Coryell, he's really not big into that style of offense. But, we haven't run Fort Verts but once that I can think of. Other than that, we've ran every single offense you can think of, man. Triple options, RPOs, screen passes, everything. You name it, we run it. And we run it well. It's so polished. Our offense is so polished. It's incredible. And especially considering we got 2 new guys right up front on the offensive line. We've got a rookie wide receiver. We've got a rookie running back who's just killing it, and we're playing like these guys have played together for 10 years. It's incredible. It's incredible. Victory Monday! Craig, what's up, brother? I know you love that game. 25 years of watching football, depending on run block and offensive line. They're good, man. They are good. They're good. And they're not like overpowering. They're just getting such great leverage, man. They're getting where they're supposed to go. Yeah, Craig, I had no idea it was going to be a blowout like this. I picked the Chargers to win, just based on their defense. Boy, we don't know. We don't know what's going on doing. Yeah, that's the problem, Rampage. He's going to take it. He's going to take the head coaching job. That's why I say, and I think ownership knows they got to keep this dude. I think he's going to be our head coach next year. That's my prediction. But I don't think Bowles will get fired. I think Bowles will retire. I think they're going to come to him and say, hey, look, we'll give you a retirement package, if you want to go out that way. He's going to be the highest paid offensive coordinator ever. Hey, give that man as much money as he wants. As much money as he wants. And the way he doesn't just adjust at halftime, man. I mean, he adjusts play by play. It's great, man. I really like watching his stuff. In almost every play, he's got these little wrinkles in there. Just little things you see guys doing. It's fascinating. A promotion and a pay bump. Yes, sir. Yeah, right. What's up, Christopher? Yeah, Bowles could sabotage him next year. Happy Victory Monday. I know, Christopher, I thought it too. I thought, they started coming back in that second quarter. The second quarter was really bad. Yeah, and then, gosh, we had that fumble, and then we threw the interception, and what else happened? Something else. Something else happened in the second quarter, but I was thinking, oh man, we're going to struggle. Their defense is going to step it up, and we're just going to get stomped. But man, Buccaneers coach Cone, yes, sir. I like that. Tom, what's up? Yeah, I decided. Yeah, Tom texted me if I was going to do a instant reaction video, and man, I wanted to so bad, but I was a little tipsy, man. I mean, I was celebrating during that game. But nobody was here. It was just me by myself. I had my sound system turned all the way up. The neighbors, you could hear it outside. I had all the TVs on with the game. I was just walking around the house, just hooting and hollering and screaming. And I got a little carried away with the partying. And I took notes, with my recorder, and like the whole second half of my voice recording is just me just screaming into the phone. We are whooping them. this is a beatdown. So those are my notes. Oh, Dak is out. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, Dak's out for the rest of the season, man. Joe, when Baker threw that interception to Evans, the first interception, I was like, oh no, he's going to try and target Evans, and for the um, for his record, try to get him that 1,000 yards, and then he tried to throw. Remember that one he threw it in double coverage? It was almost an interception. It was right by the end zone, and Evans was able to knock it down. I was like, oh no, he's going to try and force it in, and he's just going to this is going to mess up the game. And then, boom, 100. What did he have? 166 yards, 2 touchdowns. I don't remember, but I had him in fantasy football. Here, let me tell you my fantasy football story. I'm playing in a money league, $500, right? And I had Cooper Kupp. And I was like, man, Cooper's just not doing anything this year. I think, after wanting to be traded, I think they're done with him and all that good stuff. But he was playing Thursday night. And I was like, man, should I put him in or should I bench him? I came this close to benching him. Really wanted to. But I was like, I'll see. He got 0 points. 0 points. So I'm like, oh, man, the guy I'm playing has got Josh Allen. He's got good receivers. Oh, he's got Saquon Barkley. So I was like, oh, I'm dead. Oh my gosh, Mike Evans. Mike Evans got me like 40 points. I've got Baker Mayfield. He got me 40, but I didn't start Baker Mayfield because I started Lamar Jackson, who got me 50 points. And then I had Denver's defense, 25 points. I killed it. I gutted that dude. And he did a respectable 130 points. I got 170. After Cooper Kupp getting me a big goose egg. Great stuff. But thank you, Mike Evans. Oh, and I've still got Oakland's tight end to play tonight. Oh. But Tom, hey, I've got a text I got to send to you. It's kind of important. I'm going to send it later. I'll probably do it right after this. I would say it on the stream here, but I want to talk to you about it first. Yeah, Bucks becoming the team no one wants in the playoff right now. Whew, man, we were so physical yesterday too on both sides of the ball. I did not expect that from our defense. Did y'all see Levante David? Levante David was flying around everywhere, everywhere. He was involved in almost every tackle. He was rushing the quarterback, which not a big fan of that with David. I mean, he's good at it, but he's better back there. Uh, Kinsey was killing it. Did y'all see Logan Hall? Logan Hall got a sack to end the half. It was a big sack too. He literally beat his guy and got that sack. And Kinsey beat his guy too. Kinsey actually got to the quarterback first, but then they both collided and Kinsey got knocked off. But Logan Hall got a sack, a big one too. So ups to Logan Hall, man. Defense did not look good in that first half. But they came out in that second half they were like angry. Yeah, I think it's possible Mike can get that 1,000 yards, which will be incredible if he does, man. That would be incredible. He had to get almost 100 yards per game. Now he's got to get like 83, I think, which is definitely doable. He's only got like 250 yards he needs to get in the next 3 games. that would be incredible. That'll tie him with Jerry Rice for all time 1,000-yard seasons, man. I thought so too, Joe. There was a couple of calls against us that I thought were BS. Those 2 holding calls on one of our drives, 62 was called for holding and Bredesen was called for holding. And I noticed the announcers were calling him Bredesen, but they also didn't know how to pronounce Izian's name. They were like saying Izian. So I still don't know how to say the guy's name. Bredesen. But those 2 holding calls were exactly what we've talked about here on the All 22. It was that, where they've kind of got their arm around them type holding, where I'm like, I don't even know if that's holding anymore because I see it not called half the time and called half the time. Well, they called it on us twice. 84 yards per game. Yep. What's up, Blues Miller? Yeah, I want to see that pass interference on all 22, but it didn't. They didn't really replay it. That pass interference on the Chargers' first touchdown drive, that was on 29, right? Izzy? I don't think they really replayed it, but from what I saw, it looked like a BS call. Mika might blow up Gedeke. Nobody's been able to do it this year. Gedeke got that big pillow head. I thought the offensive line played great. I saw, man, they were playing very physical. They were looking for work. Good stuff, man. Tyke had a rough game, didn't he, Joe? He did have some good plays though. There was that interception that Dean got was because of Levante David and Tyke Smith came blitzing in and got to Herbert as he was throwing. Or definitely pressured him, so he had to throw off his back foot. What's Tom's number one reason why we won? Man. Give me a hint. Helmet to helmet on the Chargers. Didn't see that one. There's holding, and then there's Chiefs blocking. That's funny. Was this a Fox broadcast? I can't remember. One of them has horrible replay. Yeah, and plus, it's the Bucks and the Chargers, 2 small market teams, Los Angeles, but they don't have, there was a lot of Bucks fans there. We represented well. When Mike Evans got that second touchdown, it was like a 37-yard, beautiful pass by Mayfield. Beautiful. I mean, it was a dime. It's like a laser almost. it was like the whole bottom half of the stadium and the right there, like on the field, they had like the special section by the goalpost. That was like all Buccaneer fans, and underneath on the lower level was all Buccaneer fans too. I was like, man, a lot of Bucks fans in this. A lot of Bucks fans in California. I like it. There's two games on tonight. Evans got hit in the helmet. Oh, is that the one where that guy hit him and then Evans like just shook it off and kept going? That one touchdown, Evans' first touchdown, Mayfield did great on that one. He scrambled to the right, to the left, which he didn't need to. He was a little frantic at times in this game. Not too bad, but anyhow, he scrambled to the left. He didn't need to, but went out to the left and he did like this, and there was two receivers right there, and it looked like he was calling them forward. So all the defenders rushed up forward and he threw it over their heads to Mike Evans. And then another defender came over and tried to just shoulder Mike Evans. You can't just shoulder Mike Evans. I mean, good Lord. The guy like shouldered him and Mike just shrugged it off and ran it in for a touchdown. I was like, who tries to shoulder tackle Mike Evans? Have y'all never seen film on this guy? Yeah, that Jalen McMillan touchdown throw was great, man. I'm liking McMillan. I'm liking him. I didn't like him at the beginning of the year. I was mad at him. But he's starting to come around. Trim sales from our fantasy league in the chat. I don't know. Let me look. I don't know who all is in chat. I don't get a list of who's in chat. They might be in chat and not talking. That happens a lot. Not everybody talks in chat. Let me see. I'm looking. Do 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 do. How about the Bucky Irvin runs, man? Bucky Irvin looking great. Yes, Trim Sales is in the chat. I just saw him a minute ago. Yep. It was Fox. Yeah, Fox and ESPN. Which one is it? ESPN won't show injury replays. I think Fox won't either. Have you noticed about Fox? I brought this up a couple times, but they don't have the ticker at the bottom that shows all the rest of the NFL games, their scores and stuff, or fantasy or nothing. It's just blank. They don't have anything down there. It's been like that for 2 years. I didn't realize there was 2 games on that. We know everybody's a Raiders fan tonight. Man, I tell you what, if the Raiders beat the Falcons, it's going to be hard for them to come back, man. But the Raiders, Crosby's not playing. He's out. That's right, Chicago, Minnesota. Man, that's going to be a good one, too. Oh, man. So I got to get off here before. I didn't realize there was a game on at 8 o'clock. Someone was missing. Oh, KJ Britt. That's why we won. Because KJ, well, ever since he's been out, we have been winning. Yeah, that shoulder tackle on Mike Evans was just a joke, man. I mean, it didn't even phase Mike. Wait, he didn't even look like it knocked him off balance or nothing. He was just like, the McMillan penalty. Oh, after the play where this league has gotten so soft. But I mean, they threw a penalty on him, right? Didn't he like say something to somebody? He didn't like push him or nothing. It was just like he said something to somebody and the refs heard it. Matter of fact, didn't the Chargers guy push him afterwards? But McMillan probably said something about the guy's mom or something. It's ridiculous. Did y'all see the Saints game? The Saints drove down the field, scored, and they could have kicked a field goal to tie it up, but they went for two, and they didn't make it on the two. But when they got down to the goal line, before they scored the touchdown, they only had 9 seconds left, or they had like 15 seconds left, but they had to run up there and spike the ball. But for some reason, the clock official stopped it for 4 seconds and then let it go again, and they ended up clocking it with 4 seconds left. So if he wouldn't have stopped it, they wouldn't have been able to get the spike in time. And a lot of people are pissed off because that let them get an extra 6 points, which messed up the gambling and stuff. So a lot of people were like, and then when the referee was asked about it after, he was like, yeah, it was a mistake. Raheem, I went to to see what the Falcons fans were thinking about Raheem Morris, kind of browse the internet. They don't like him a whole lot. They think he sucks. They're all ready to get rid of him. You think they would fire? Well, he was their interim coach after Dan Quinn, and they fired him or didn't rehire him. And that's when he went to the Rams, right? That was weird that they hired Raheem as the head coach after that. Yeah, I heard Blues Miller. I heard Buccaneers players are doing good in the Pro Bowl voting. Yeah, that Saints ending was crazy. I wanted them to win just because the Redskins are, if we don't win the division, we're going to be fighting them for wild card spots. So. Saints had 8 sacks. Holy smoly. MH. Rampage, it's MH. I think. I hope he doesn't mind me saying that. Right, Joe. Yeah, I didn't think we were going to win. I did not think we would win. I thought it was going to be close, but I just thought their defense was just going to be too good for us. Um, and of course, I thought our defense would give up some air yards and stuff, which we did until the second half. We just shut them down. They didn't get any third downs, from what I understand. They didn't convert any third downs. They went to like 2 for 6 on third downs, but I think the 2 they got were on penalties. But I mean, they only had 6 third downs. We had a lot of 3 and outs. We really put a beat down on them, man. And it was physical. We were physical on both sides of the ball. I believe it too, MH. Because it was just weird. As you were watching, the guy got tackled, and then the clock stopped just for 4 seconds. And you see, you're watching the play clock was going, but the regular clock stopped, and then it just started again. I didn't notice it during the game. It wasn't until later when everybody started complaining about it, but you definitely got the feeling that there was something fishy going on there. Oh gosh. Well, Christopher, that 2010 season was a great season as a Buccaneer fan. It was really good. And the first part of 2011 was good. But after that, worst football I've ever seen in my life. The team just gave up on him. Raheem was horrible. And I think he's doing the same thing in Atlanta. It's kind of like that Mike Daniels, just too friendly with the players, man. Doesn't want to discipline anybody. He's partying with them and stuff. What's up, Lawrence? You're done after the fumble, went outside to feed your goat. and yeah, that's it. That second quarter, man, I thought we were done. I was like, oh, we're playing like crap. Yeah, we can't stop them. We're fumbling the ball. We're throwing interceptions. It looked like Baker's just going to target Evans the whole game, try to get him his 1,000 yards. Chargers know it. And then, man, we came out in that second half and that was just a beatdown. That was probably the most physical game we played all year long, where we were tackling great. I mean, we tackled great against the Giants, but this game was the first half didn't count. Second half, I mean, Levante David was just flying all over the field. Cansey was throwing guys. It just seemed like people were just flying. It was insane. It was good stuff, man. Long live Todd Bowles, Gotti. Gotti, I think you win, man. I think you won the score prediction. You and LMH were the only ones that picked the Bucks. You picked 27-24. He picked 24-23. So you got it. Don't miss the draft. Did you phone it in with the draft? Did you do automatic drafting? For the longest time, Rampage, I thought that you were trim sales because isn't Heather's name? Heather is something sales, right? Fair Winds, yeah. So I thought it was Fair Winds and trim sales. I thought y'all had a theme going on. How'd I do? Oh man, I think Fair Winds is going to beat me. Gosh, I did take notes. I wasn't able to rewatch the game today all the way through. I got up till the fourth quarter. I didn't have a lot of time to prepare for all this. Oh, that first touchdown with McMillan. That was Kate Otten that caused that. He picked the defender off of McMillan. It was a pretty good pick to kind of rub. He just said boop, popped him right off. McMillan was wide open. That was pretty. But yeah, that's wild. It's wild how short our memories are. But week 4 this year, we had gone 25 games without scoring an opening drive touchdown. And then since then, we've scored opening drive touchdowns week 5, week 6, week 12, week 14, and week 15. and remember the past few years, we've been bottom of the league in rushing. Now we're killing it. I don't even know where we stand in rushing, but we ain't bottom of the league anymore, that's for sure. We got a scary good rushing team. Oh no, she would have won if she would have played the right defense. Oh no. Let me see. I'm looking at my. Who did I play? No, I played Heather. Is the game? Is it over? Do we have any more? Oh, she still got 2 to play. I've got 1 to play. She played the Lions defense. Did they go negative 12? Oh no, are you serious? Yeah, I'm gonna win that one. Who does she got left? Did they really go negative 12 on the defense? Lions defense? Am I reading that right? Holy smokes. How do you even do that? They allowed 48 points against Buffalo. Oh, that's how you do it. Yeah. I didn't even know you could go that far negative on defense. You laughed out loud when you saw it, Gotti. Yeah, that was a good pick, man. It was nice. It was very smooth. I thought Otten was my most improved player last year. His first year, very bad for blocking. Last year, he definitely improved. This year, he's doing really good. Most improved player this year, Cody Mock, man. Cody Mock is our least penalized offensive lineman. Our most penalized is the center, Barton. And then I think everybody else has got 6. Barton's got 8. Cody Mock's only got 2. But Cody Mock has played well this year. Solid B, man. Solid B. Very surprising. Really shocked the mess out of me. Yeah, Cone's offense is incredible. Very technical. I mean, it's not an easy offense. Like I said, we play everything and we do a lot of stuff that these guys have never done before. We do a lot of stuff I've never seen before. And I mean, he's making up stuff, but it's really a lot of attention to details, small things that he does that really, really cool. But we run everything in the book except 4 verts. I think that's the only thing except we've done it one time. I've seen us run it one time this year. Not including Hail Mary. But everything else we do, and we do it well. We do everything well. He's got these guys playing incredible football. Did you lecture on her decision with the before the game? Yeah, against Buffalo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Who'd she have? Did she have another defense to play? The Rams against San Francisco. Yeah, I probably would have taken that. San Francisco's limping, man. Bucks Chargers like the Bucks Saints. Yes. Yeah, we went from those were some bad years, Joe. Raheem to Shiano, Shiano to Lovey, Lovey to Cutter. Cutter wasn't that bad. Cutter was definitely a step up over all of them. Those years from 2011 to what was it, 2016? Those are some tough years, man. It was like almost a decade of really, really bad football. Hard to watch football. Yeah, that'll teach you, Ilmage. Don't ever do automatic drafting, man. Top 5 rush. Let's see where we're at on rushing. Stats, team stats, rushing. How do we want to look at it? Yards. If we go by, let me see, what do they got? How do they have it set up here? I don't know what they got here. If we go by rushing yards, we are 5th. That's pretty impressive, man. Yards per carry, We're second. Holy smokes. Behind the Ravens. Touchdowns. Now we're about 10th. Yep, 10th. Attempts. Again, we're about middle. Man, so we're where it counts. Yards per carry and rushing yards total. Not bad at all. 40 plus yard runs, we were fifth. 20 plus yard rushing, we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're eighth. That's not bad because I feel like we didn't even really start focusing on the rush until later in the year. First few weeks, it seemed like we weren't really rushing a whole lot. Didn't seem like it. So not bad, man. Although we're number one in fumbling. We have 12 rushing fumbles. Wow. Did not know that. I know Bucky had 3. Yeah, Jamel D got a pick. Interception. He looked like he had no idea what to do with it. He was totally surprised. It fell right in his gut. And when he fell down, he was like, what do I do with this thing? That was mainly due to Levante David and Tyke Smith came blitzing in and got to Sherbert as he was throwing. Yeah, I'm actually surprised that Heather that the Rams only got they got 12 points. Oh, okay, yeah. So that's a 24-point swing she messed up there, huh? Tell Heather I said hi and thanks for the win. I appreciate it. Ooh, you think White's going to win a lot of money? Who plays left guard next year? I think we'll keep Bredesen. He's not horrible, you know. I mean, he's a solid C plus, B minus. He's just the weakest link on the thing. I think we'll keep him for another year, just for the consistency. Who knows? Quarterback blocking good. Yeah, wide receivers are blocking pretty good. I really like Trey Palmer and Sterling Shepard with their blocking. They're very aggressive out there. Small as they are some chippy little dudes, man. Oh, did y'all go to Burgers and Pirates? Is that where you saw, who'd you say you saw, Rashad? Or Bucky? It was Bucky Irvin, right? Yeah, go to the Saints game, man. And get an Uber. Okay. Okay kept having, every time we saw okay, he had new goodies, man. Yeah, Ravens were first in rushing. Again, it's all in how you look at it. Uh, Eagles, Ravens, Commanders, Packers, Buccaneers as far as rushing yards total. Yards per carry, though, bam, it's Ravens and Buccaneers, Cardinals, Eagles, Commanders. We're slacking on the touchdowns, though. Touchdowns, it's Bills are first in touchdowns, rushing touchdowns. A lot of that's because of Josh Allen. Eagles, Jalen Hurts. So it's Bills, Eagles, Commanders, Lions, Ravens, Seahawks, Packers, Saints, 49ers, and Buccaneers. Alvin Kamara, anybody, we got word on him? Is he out? I saw he got hurt yesterday. The problem, Gotti, with Cone is I don't want to lose him. I don't think ownership wants to lose Cone either. Uh, and he's gonna get so many offers this year for head coaching jobs at the end of the year. So unless he decides to be smart and stay here as an offensive coordinator, we're either going to lose him or we're going to have to make him a head coach. I get you, man. I'm the same way. You go through those long years of bad coaching. When you get even a decent coach, you're like, I'm going to hold on to him like he's gold. I've got the All 22, by the way. It came out early today. I just don't have it marked up and everything. But so we'll start watching it tomorrow. I'm gonna watch the offense first. Heather's picking up groceries. That's why you could talk smack about it. I tried to tell her she picked the wrong defense. Yeah, we might draft a guard. Yeah, can't ever go wrong with drafting the trenches, man. Yeah, Shepard's a little fiery dude. I never realized how fiery he was. I remember in that Saints game when he decleated number one. Who was number one when he decleated that dude on that block? Woof! That's one of the best blocks I've seen in a long time. Uh, Alante Taylor. Yeah, man. He knocked him. He knocked him 3 yards back off his feet, straight onto his back. That was a great block, man. And then Shepard went and blocked somebody else. I was like, woo, dude. But yeah, him and Trey Palmer and McMillan, they're always getting up on guys' faces and stuff. Yeah, yeah, Joe. Yeah, and even if Cone does go, if he becomes a head coach, is he going to stay the offensive coordinator? I don't know. That's true too, Rom. Tom. We need we definitely gonna have to get some inside linebacker help. Everything's a need. It's so funny. I was so upset about Canales leaving last year, not because of his play calling. I just thought he one, I wanted some consistency, but two, I thought he had potential. But now after seeing Cone, what the job he's done, I'm like, Canales was garbage. He was straight up garbage. Cone is like on a totally different level. I mean, I thought Carter was a great offensive coordinator. Uh, but Cone, he might be the best offensive coordinator we've ever had. And that's include Chucky. I can't think of anybody who is at that level. I agree with you, Gotti. I'd like things to stay just the way they are right now. If if we can keep doing this, winning the division and making the playoffs, going deep into the playoffs, I'll be happy. what is college looking like as far as defense is concerned? Defensive players. That's one of the reasons why I can't get into college football is because defense is so anemic, and I'm a defensive guy. But are there any good defensive players? Oh, how about that guy from that won the Heisman that plays for Colorado? He's pretty good, right? He plays both. So he's a wide receiver and a cornerback, or is he a line safety? He's back in there in the secondary. Yeah, Bowles has definitely got a ceiling. He just, man, he's so frustrating with his, this the average 9-8, 8-9. You're like, come on, man. It's almost like he takes the middle of the season off. Yeah. What's up, Biko? Yeah, we definitely need edge rush help. Tryon had a pretty good game yesterday, from what I could see. So did Diaby. The problem is that anytime any of our guys get to the quarterback, they're able to just throw the ball because there's a receiver open in the secondary. It's so annoying. It was like in this game, the first drive, I remember Vita got to Sherbert real quick. And it looked like Sherbert, as he was falling backwards, just threw the ball, and there was somebody open downfield. It's like, is that who it was? Travis Hunter? Leftwich was our best offensive coordinator. So many people hated Leftwich. I did not hate Leftwich. But man, everybody was so happy to see him go. Leftwich was like the plague. I was always scared to say anything nice about Leftwich because everybody hated him so bad. I liked Cutter though. Cutter was a good, I wouldn't say offensive genius. He was up there, man. He came up with some really good schemes. He was really, really, really good at scheming guys open. It was like Gruden was so good at getting matchups, man. That's like his whole thing, creating those mismatches. Man, it would be so aggravating. Brad Johnson would get up to the line of scrimmage, and it would take him forever to get the play hiked because we would go into motion so much trying to get those mismatches. We'd have 4 or 5 different motions. It was like, because they were trying to get those mismatches. So Gruden loved that mess. What was I looking at? Hopefully, Gotti. Hopefully. I mean, didn't he head coach in college, Kansas or someplace? But yeah, man, I just feel like with the NFL, guys are too quick to jump into positions. I think it's all across the league. I like it back in the days when quarterbacks would sit behind another quarterback for a couple years, learn the ropes. Same thing with offensive linemen. You just don't throw them. But now we throw everybody out there right away. And you see with head coaches, man, guys are going from special teams coordinators to head coach after a year. The offensive coordinator for a year and head coach. It's like, man, like Canales, that was just ridiculous, his rise. I'd like to see Cone stay as offensive coordinator behind Bowles for a couple years, but we'll see, man. Cone seems like a smart dude. Although I was watching his press conference, and remember when I was talking about how Canales seemed like he was tweaked out all the time in his press conferences? I'm starting to see that with Cone too, where he's just like, yeah, yeah, It's like, man, what is going on? Not making any accusations. Just saying. What's up, Scotty? Where you been, man? Crosby's out for the season. Or the rest of the right? Wait. No. A lot of guys are out for the season though. Montgomery's out. Somebody was just announced out today that surprised me. Yeah, we'll get Al back when he's finished with his video game. Is Travis Hunter going to get drafted as a wide receiver or a defensive player? When the season was over, we left Twitch. I see what you did there. Yeah, a lot of that, Lawrence, his offense for being ranked so low was Winston had a really hard time reading the field. It used to aggravate the mess out of me. There would be guys wide open at least 7 times a game, upwards of a dozen every game, and Winston just couldn't see him or wouldn't see him. Hey, Molly. Yeah, we're going to be drafting real low. So we're not going to be able to get one of the top players, man. Yeah, Jameis started week 1 as a rookie. Yep. Threw a pick 6 on his first pass. That was against Tennessee, wasn't it? Wait, didn't we? Nah, I don't think it was Tennessee. We ended up playing Tennessee that year when they had the guy that went second. Bowles is poisoning our offensive coordinator. You like that thumbnail, Molly? Yeah. I got that in AI. I did typed up a description. It only took me a couple tries to get it too. Actually, I had 2 of them that were pretty cool looking, but I like that one. The other one, he had the Buccaneer had his hand out like this, and the lightning was coming out of his hand. That looked really cool. Rashad out driving, man. Yeah. Don't get wrecked. You just listen. We know you're there. Appreciate you, brother. Is Hunter a shutdown corner though? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, if he's a shutdown corner, man, we desperately need those in the NFL. We're gonna draft another JTS. He played good yesterday though. He was kind of all over the field. Trying. He'll have his good games. Like I said, Logan Hall. Logan Hall got a great sack yesterday to end the half. That was great. That was good. I was like, whoa, what's going on here? Yeah, you definitely make more money as a wide receiver. Oh my gosh, yeah. If Dean's gone, man. I don't know though. Bowles really, really, really likes Dean. I think that might be another kind of Devin White situation where the GM's going to be like, nah, we getting rid of this dude. Did y'all see Carlton Davis is out? That's who it was. Carlton Davis. He's out for the season with Detroit. He got hurt Sunday. They had 2 guys go down out for the season. Tom, I'm going to text you that right now. Uh, um, all right, Tom. So we went 0-4 without Dean, and we're 4-0 since he came back. Wouldn't that be a surprising shocker if he's like the linchpin of our defense? Oh yeah, Winston yesterday threw 3 interceptions. They pulled him in the fourth quarter, I think. Put the backup in there, man. I feel so bad for Winston, man. I really like the guy. I really like the. I don't know. He's exciting. He's an exciting football player, but he'll just never learn. Oh, I'm way behind on draft. Y'all are already saying all the stuff I'm saying here. Yeah, Revis got played pretty well. Revis was he's once in a generation, or once in a decade, anyhow. Do y'all text with 2 hands? I like always text with one. I text faster if I do the swiping stuff, which is pretty accurate, but I always forget to do it. Why aren't you going to be able to make a game for a couple years, man? We should all just move down there. Now, a couple years ago, Rampage homes down there were really cheap. Oh, yeah. Molly posted pictures of us on Facebook, and my cousin who lives in Tampa, she was kind of like, wait a minute, did y'all come to Tampa without getting in touch with me? So I had to apologize to her. I was like, dude, we came down, watched the game, and left right afterwards, man. It was not a vacation, but next year we're gonna make it a vacation. Uh, but yeah, we were. I was gonna move down to Tampa, and housing was really cheap. I don't know what it's like now. I do. I text with one hand all the time, mainly because I've always got a baby in my other hand. So but yes, I'm like, and I need a text thing with really huge buttons. But if we do that, then it takes up half the screen or all the screen because I'm constantly messing up. But if I do the swipe thing, where you swipe it around, I can text really fast like that. That's how most of the houses in Tampa are. They're either trailers or them cinder block houses. And even the nice ones, well, the nice ones have like a stucco finish on them, but they're cinder block. But honestly, the trailer living down there ain't too bad if you don't mind the stigma. But a lot of people will buy trailers down there and go down. And I'm talking about people with money, and then they'll rent them out and then go down there for like the winter and stuff. Almost like Airbnb them. Can you Airbnb a trailer? Interesting. I don't think so. Yeah, that's the thing that keeps them cooler with the cinder blocks. Hurricanes and trailers don't mix. I know. everybody, everybody down there that's got a trailer is just kind of like, yeah, this is temporary. No, they don't help with the flooding because they don't have basements or anything down there in Florida. It's all on slabs. It's just generally, I think it's like Molly said, it's just cooler because it gets hot. It gets hot down there. You don't need no insulation in Tampa. 2,500 square foot trailers. That's a big trailer. That's a triple wide. Tiny houses are popping up everywhere. Yeah, those tiny houses, man, they're huge, big. I mean, there's like YouTube channels just dedicated to tiny houses. I don't get it. I want a big house. I like a big house. I gotta have my space, man. Yeah, the trailers are cheap. The trailers are the cheapest part. It's the getting a lot. That's the expensive part. Or just don't live on the coast. Yeah. uh, Tom was here just a minute ago. The housing market skyrocketed. I had kind of heard about that, but then again, the housing market skyrocketed everywhere, right? Right before we bought this house, there was a house in Tennessee. It was like a V-shaped house with the whole one end was glass from floor to ceiling, looking out on a mountain valley. Oh, it was so pretty, but it was very isolated. But man, I was like, man, I'd just sit there on that deck or sit there looking out at that all day long. I like nice scenery. Molly likes our backyard in the morning. She likes to get up and go out there. Yeah, it's so hot in Tampa. That's the problem I have. As long as you don't mind, I that's it. I'd be inside 6 months out of the year. I would never go out in the summer unless I went on the water, get a boat, jet ski or something. The Cardinals won yesterday. I did not know that. I don't think I've paid much attention to them all year long. What's their record? Let me see. I was surprised when I was looking up the rushing here, how they're third in yards per carry, right behind us. No, they're tied with us. I didn't know they had a good running game. Apparently they do. Let me see. Standings. How are the Cardinals doing? 7-7. So they're only one game out of first in the NFC West. We are. I didn't put up the all of this because I didn't do the scores at the bottom here. Let's see. Okay, we're 8-6. Falcons are. Oh, they haven't played yet. That's right. Saints are 5-9. Panthers are 3-11. They looked bad. Dallas just beat the mess out of them. Week 15. Gotti was our winner. Boom. There we go. So the Cardinals are still in the hunt, apparently. Yeesh. There's 4 available playoff spots right now in the NFC, 3 in the AFC. Chiefs have wrapped one up, Bills have wrapped one up, Steelers have wrapped one up, and the Texans have wrapped up a playoff spot. In the NFC, the Lions, the Eagles, and Vikings are the only ones that have wrapped up a playoff spot. Right now, we are in third. Right now, it's the Lions, Eagles, Vikings, Buccaneers, Rams, Packers, and Commanders. Whew, man, this is tight in the NFC. Seahawks are tied with the Rams, but the Rams have the tiebreaker. Seahawks are 8-6. Then the Cardinals are right by. Cardinals are in ninth at 7-7. Falcons are 6-7. Then the 49ers are 11th. Cowboys are 12th. Saints are 13th. Saints are still in it. They have less than a 1% chance of getting it. The Falcons are currently a 26% chance of making the playoffs. Cardinals are 14% probability. So the Bears, Panthers, and Giants are out. So the Panthers are out after yesterday's embarrassing debacle against the Cowboys. In the AFC, the eliminated teams are the Jets, Browns, Jaguars, Titans, Patriots, and Raiders. So Raiders don't have anything to play for tonight except pride. I don't think they have any of that. So they might not try too hard. Where's this game at? Yeah, Browns. With Jameis Winston, man. I felt so bad for him. Tino, what's up? Yeah, you're late. We're just getting ready to wrap it up. There's a game on at 8 o'clock. There's 2 games on tonight. I did not know that. Yeah, for the first time, Joe, for the first time in almost 3 years, the Panthers were the favorites in that game against Dallas. And then they lost. Embarrassingly bad. Dallas just beat the mess out of them. The Panthers looked really bad. Connor's no joke, huh? You know, Lawrence, I didn't go outside here for about 6 weeks because it was so hot. Arizona was your dark horse team, MH? Chris has 5 acres and a mule, or 5 acres and a double wide. Yeah, we can't sleep on Dallas, man. We can't lose to the Panthers or the Saints. We might can afford to lose to Dallas. Don't want to lose to them, but we might can afford to. Raiders are playing for us. No, we can't cover quick outs, Rampage. We can't cover slants. We can't cover outs. We can't cover seam routes. We can't cover goes. We can't cover ends. We're pretty horrible at meshes, crossings, crossers, stop routes, comebacks. I shouldn't be talking bad about them. They did good yesterday. Jameis is better than Deshaun Watson. Yes, I agree with that. Okay, I'm writing that down. Okay, 50-9. Look, this is the first time this year you have picked the Bucks, man. That makes me very happy. Actually, I don't know if it was the first time, but all right. Week 16 score predictions. Okay. 59 Bucks. I think you started off picking the Bucks this year, didn't you? My homies, yeah, the homies got a boo boo. Taylor was crying, carrying him off the field. Uh, that whole team would be crying. Without my homies, I don't think Kansas City goes very far. Oh, you got thin blood, Tom. Yeah. Well, the thing about that Florida heat is the humidity, man. It's just like so humid there, and also the bugs. Not a big fan of the bugs. They got big bugs, little bugs, bugs that'll eat you, bugs that'll just annoy you. Actually, the bugs in Tampa aren't as bad as they are in the Panhandle. Those Panhandle bugs. Oh my gosh. East Coast bugs weren't bad. Lived in Cocoa Beach for a while. Don't remember any bugs there. I mean, I'm sure there were bugs, but I think the I think they had the water bugs. The roaches were pretty big. Oh my gosh, yeah. If we need both games, Joe, playing the Panthers and the Saints, and you know they're going to play us hard because they're going to want to spoil it. Yeah, I'll be nervous. Yeah, see, Lawrence, that right there, I would never leave right beside the air conditioner. 116 for 90 straight days. Yeah. I got a friend of mine who lives in Arizona. He lives near Phoenix University. Been a good friend of mine my whole life. No rain, only tears. uh, yeah, the bugs in Florida, man, they will they will eat you alive if you sit still long enough. Yeah, and then yeah, Joe, they got giant lizards that eat the bugs, and then they've got alligators that eat the giant lizards, and then they've got those boa constrictors that eat the alligators. They probably got chupacabra that eat the boa constrictor. Florida's like little Australia. Everything down there wants to eat you. Crackhead bugs. Yeah, Florida got some bugs, man. They got all kinds of wildlife. Although I heard that the boa constrictors wiped out a lot of the wildlife in the swamps, like all the rodents and rabbits and squirrels and stuff. What's up, Heather? Got back from groceries. Thanks for letting me win fantasy football. I appreciate that. You're good people, Heather. I know you did it just to make me feel better. Yeah, compared to 119 degrees, Lawrence, Florida weather ain't that bad. But in Arizona, it's like real dry heat, right? You like that humid heat over the dry heat? Hey, Heather, I didn't know that a defense could get you that many negative points. That was a 24-point swing from your defensive bench team. Go big or go home. Yeah, you ain't playing around. Swung for the fences. All right, guys. I got to get off here. Game's getting ready to come on. Tomorrow, we're going to start the offensive all 22. Look, that was the other thumbnail I was going to do. Thumbnail picture. Dang it. That's pretty cool, right? I can't get it to show properly, to show the whole thing anyway. Anyhow. All right, y'all take care. And it's a magic pirate. Yeah. Well, I was like the Chargers and Lightning. I don't know. We controlled the Chargers. Book of Face. All right, guys. I got to get off here. Tomorrow, all 22 offense. And we're going to zip through it this week. Get both of them, offense and defense. Hopefully, I can make it through till Thursday or Friday. and not wuss out like I did last time. Anyhow, guys, great game. Buccaneers really impressed me. If we could play like this for the next few weeks, ain't nobody gonna beat us, man. Ain't nobody can beat us after that mess. We were just punching people in the mouth. I mean, we popped off over 10 plays over 19 yards. And we had 2 plays over 50 yards. And they only had 3 plays over 15 yards. It was just a domination, beatdown. Anyhow, guys, I appreciate it. Y'all be good. And until next time, go Bucs.